What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Prince Sports here, man. Oh yeah, man. Different time, man. That's two different locations, man. We in two different spots. That's why. You know what time it is over here, kid? It's 6:20. That's the time it is over here. Only 6:20. I know a lot of people different time limits. Different times. It's just different, man. West Coast time. We're a couple hours ahead of you. Well, not a couple hours ahead. I'm sorry, a couple hours past you. You're a couple hours ahead of us. But nevertheless, man, what's up, man? I just want to talk about MVPs in basketball. Okay, I want to get out something and talk about something real quick. Um, Listen, man, when we do MVP rankings, anybody, it's an award that's giving and less earned. What I mean by that, it's an award that it has to be given to you, right? It's not one of those awards where you could go out and prove that you got to beat somebody to get it. You don't have to beat a certain person to get an MVP. You don't have to have certain stats to get an MVP. All right. All you have to do is win over the majority of the people that's going to give you the award. That's it. So half of it is controlling the narrative of you know, whatever your game is. So you got power rankings, right? And some people are in their feelings because LeBron James is ranked number 5. Listen, that's not my fault. Okay. I'm just reacting to it. If the media feels LeBron's number 5, that's on them. Okay. Just because somebody doesn't think your favorite player should be hands down number 1 MVP does not make them a hater. That does not mean that, you know, they're misleading you, like how Craig Brown was trying to say. You guys got to come off it, man. You got to learn how to respect what other people say. If somebody says something and is not completely out of this world crazy, it's not racist, it's not like disrespectful or nothing like that, you got to learn how to eat that, So if you want somebody to love and worship LeBron James, I'm not that type of guy. I don't do that for no player. You could do that for somebody else. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's somebody else out there making videos that loves LeBron James, that thinks the guy cannot do no wrong. Then you could go and feel free to talk about him and talk about how much a victim LeBron James is, this, that, and the third. I don't do that, okay? Now, as far for the MVP award goes, like I said, it's an award that's given, not earned as much. What's up, Wood? This award is, some people call this award overrated. They say it's an award that based on how famous or popular you are. I don't, for one, but I do understand the metrics around winning MVPs. It's not just about who has the most stats or, who has the most wins all the time. It's a bunch of stuff that comes into favor. LeBron James is averaging normally what he normally averages. He's not doing anything out of this world that you haven't seen him do. So if that's the case and you want to give him the MVP, then shouldn't he be MVP every single year for just doing what he normally does? That doesn't make any sense, because a lot of players, if that case, should have been MVP. I mean, we could sit here and say Kobe should have had more MVPs. Michael Jordan could have had like 10 or 9 MVPs. LeBron could have had a couple more MVPs. A lot of players, Shaq could have had more than one MVP, So a lot of players could have had more than one MVP. James Harden is joking. Well, that's not my list for NBA top ranking, okay? I'm just giving you the list of what was reported. That's it. And I'm reviewing it. MVP is a list that constantly changes, okay? And then for some people, it goes from game to game, so it's different. But Do I think LeBron James is the MVP? No, I don't think he's going to get it for several reasons. Do I think he's the MVP? No, as well, because in order for him to win the MVP, he's going to have to do something a little out of the ordinary. Maybe lead the league in scoring, average a triple double, do something you haven't did before. Because we've seen you win the MVP award 4 times already. If you got the award 4 times, playing the same exact style that you play, doing the same exact things that you normally do, why would you win an MVP now? You know, something has to change for us to give you an MVP. You have to do something different. Like when Mike got one of his MVPs in 1996, largely is because they won 72 games. Okay. That helped out a lot. That helped out a real lot, So that was something different. At the time it was very historic, but Golden State Warriors didn't exist at the time. They weren't there to break that record. But LeBron will have to do something drastic. Maybe, it's not an 82 game season, but maybe if he was in the 82 game season, he could win 70 plus games. Then you could hands down give him the MVP. Or maybe he could hands down outplay a lot of players. But there's some players that I have yet to see LeBron James outplay, and that's the main ones. I want to see the superstars. Lock down Kevin Durant. Then, your MVP stock will go up. Lock down Kawhi Leonard. Your MVP will go up. You got to win these valuable games. Now, let's assume KD plays and KD gives LeBron the business. Then guess what? That's going to be held against him in terms of winning MVP because it is a regular season award. Okay, it's just like winning at the movies. If you make a movie and I make a movie, okay, our job is just to win a larger group of people over to give us the award. That's it. Okay, that's it. Your movie may be better than my movie, but if more people think my movie is better than yours, I'm going to get that Golden Globe or that Oscar award, right? That's how it goes. So it's the same thing with an MVP award. Is it overrated? To a certain extent, but it's also an underrated award. I think it's a great award for the regular season. It rewards the player that's playing at a high level for the regular season. Now, you could give it to the best player every single year you want, but it doesn't go that way. Jordan didn't get the award in 1993. Charles Barkley got it. He was hot, He was on a new team. The narrative changed. So you gave it to Charles Barkley. If somebody's doing something different out of the ordinary, you give them the award. It helps. But seeing LeBron James do what he normally does, it's not something that's going to make me say, okay, here, you can have the MVP award. It don't go that way, man. We've seen LeBron win MVPs with role players before. I've seen that. So if we don't reward you doing it before, why are we going to reward you now? It's as simple as that. He would have to do something that's really convincing to a lot of people to win that MVP, if you ask me. Now, he could go turn around and probably still win it. But if you ask me, he's going to have to do something like that he's never done before. Or, something like that. Like James Harden, he's an MVP for a couple of reasons. I think by the media picking him MVP for a couple of reasons. Number one, Kevin Durant is out. He has James Harden does have his sidekick right now in Kyrie Irving, so to speak, and they're still getting the job done. And James Harden is putting up, killer numbers. It's not like LeBron is averaging, he's leading the league in scoring or he's the top in anything. If LeBron was topping something, then maybe it'd be a more better argument. But if LeBron was like the leading scorer in the league, or he had, leading rebounder or leading assist, okay, he's not doing none of that this season. So he's not number one at anything. Now, you could say the same case for James Harden, but I think James Harden is number one in assist. And plus, he's putting up those, triple-double style numbers. And the media seems to love those type of numbers. They seem to love those triple-double numbers and, out of this world type of stats. If you combine that with winning, you may get the MVP. Excuse me. Okay, now as far as some other people go, man, you guys got to learn something, man. What I say is what I say. It's not like I'm trying to say something because I don't like this guy, I don't like that guy. Get your feelings out the way. I don't care about your feelings. All right? We just talking sports. We just talking basketball. If I happen to think Michael Jordan is the GOAT and you disagree, that's your opinion. You know, a lot of things are objective. It's up to you whether you like it or not. If I like my pizza with pepperoni and you don't, then that's you. But don't come to me telling me I don't know what I'm talking about just because I don't agree with what you say, you know? So as far for numbers and stats, LeBron's always had numbers and stats. Is that going to always win me over? No. You know, I'm not one of these guys like, I'm not Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. I'm not going to be hyped up about guys winning, you know, or having great stats, so to speak. Correction. I'm always going to be hyped up if you're winning, but great stats don't always, you know, get me going. You know, I'm past that. You know, I'm much older. I'm not one of these guys that's going to jump up and down for stats. Now you got a guy like Kyle Kuzma. He said LeBron should have won MVP every year. Well, you know what? Or 8 or 9 times, something like that. That's a little over exaggerated. But if you make a case like that, Kobe should have had more than just one MVP. Think about it. You know, one of the greatest scorers of his generation only has one MVP. He should have definitely had more than one. You know, now if LeBron could lock down Kevin Durant or just bust him up and outplay him, then that may win me over a little bit. You know, I want to see him do it against some of the best talent. You know, if LeBron locks down some role players, I'm not seriously impressed because that's what he's supposed to be doing, you know. But what I want to see is LeBron James lock down a Kevin Durant, you know, a Kawhi Leonard, you know, do it a little consistency in a way that we can sit here and say there's no doubt about it. Leave no doubt in people's mind to why you're the best. That's what it comes down to. Then you can win the MVP award. You would get my vote for it then. But I need to see something different. Giannis is in the same boat as LeBron James. I'm going to tell you why. Because Giannis got 2 MVPs already. So if you're going to give Giannis the MVP for this season, he's going to probably put up these same numbers and these same stats every single year for a couple of years from now. Does that mean you're going to give him the MVP every year because he's going to have the same numbers and stats? No, at some point, the wow factor is over with. You're going to have to sit there and take that out. You got to knock it out. You know what I'm saying? Kid Trunk, sorry about doing late lives, man. We got time difference, man. We really do got a different time difference. And, you know, next time I go on, I try to go on a little early, you know, so some people could get in because I know it's a time difference. Some people are probably fast asleep. You know, this is why I don't even do game breakdowns no more because nobody watching these games. You know, a lot of games are on. The Blazers versus the Mavs, nobody watching these games, but everybody's into looking at numbers and stats on paper. You know, how many people I could tell you off the bat, I'm running into a lot of people that don't watch these basketball games. All you're looking at is just numbers and stats. And that's always going to be misleading. Numbers and stats will always be misleading. Okay, until you actually watch the game. You know, I could sit here and tell you, you know, I did this several times a week. I showed up to work. You know, my numbers is this, my numbers is that. You know, I could clock in for work and then leave. You know, does that mean that I'm actually doing my job? No. I can have somebody else clock me in for work and then not even be there. All right. That's how you can mislead. You can mislead anything. All right. But when somebody's telling you something that they believe in, it's not misleading. It's just what they believe in. It's as simple as that. Just what they believe. had a little echo on my live screen, you know. But I never understand for the life of you guys, or some of you guys, why are you always in your feelings if somebody don't believe in what you say? You know, get out your feelings. I'm really not into people um, going head over heels in their feelings over basketball, man. Okay? You may believe another guy's better than another player, and you could tell me why, but I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you otherwise. You know, you're going to be you regardless, just like I'm going to be me regardless. Now, you had a guy like Joe Embiid on the list. I think if Joe Embiid was healthy, he would have got increased on that list. And he missed too many games, so all of a sudden now he's out of it, you know? Yeah, the Nets are losing to the Magic. Hey, man, it's regular season. You're supposed to lose games. This is what I'm talking about, Ryan. It's an up and down thing. You lose one game, you suck, and you're no longer good. You win one game, you're the best. You could win a game against a team below 500, and you have you people praising one guy. You know, LeBron beat down the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they got the worst record in the league. You are what your record says you are. I'm not going to get seriously excited over that. They're supposed to beat the Minnesota. You know, he gave him an ass whooping. That's what he's supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be whooping their ass. You know, pardon my French, but that's what he's supposed to be doing. You beat down the Charlotte Hornets, you're supposed to be beating them down, you know? People blaming Harden. You know, hey, as fast as you become MVP candidate, you can always go back down. But that's how it is. You know, it's an up and down cycle. It's an objective award. There's no criteria to win an MVP. You know, what's the criteria to win an MVP? Is there a rules to winning the MVP award? No. You know, especially now, it became more of one of these things of a game by game basis, who hot and who's not. At least it had a little more balance winning the MVP back in the day. But a lot of people can win it now and have no balance to it. It's all objective, man. So if you think that's because somebody else is a writer or a guy that works for the NBA, he says LeBron is number 10 MVP voting, that don't mean you need to get in your feelings, man. Make your own list then and talk about it. If that's the case, if you feeling jumpy, I mean, you feeling froggy, then jump. You know what I'm saying? But you guys got to come out your feelings, man. No, I didn't put a gun to your head and tell you to agree with what I'm saying. You got your own right to agree to whatever the hell you want to agree to, you know? But that doesn't mean I have to be sitting here worshiping a player and say LeBron James is the best at everything. You know, maybe you like him or you want to appreciate him more than some other people. That's you. You know, to me, LeBron James is the Floyd Mayweather of basketball. You know, pretty good at some things, but he's not going to go down as a highly respected basketball player because there's too much of a divide. You know. There's none that overtops. And you could sit there and say that there's more people that disrespect LeBron James more than actually like him. You know, not everybody's a fan of this whole super team thing, guys getting together and talking to each other and all that. LeBron James was the first guy to do this. You could sit there and say you want, but no other superstar in NBA history has linked up with other all-stars and told them to come to one team that was already established and sit there and say, hey, let's do a top five. Let me take top 5 players and put them on my team and let's all form this big super team. Nobody did that. You know, when guys are usually free agents, they go to another team, you know, but they don't go to another team and recruit other top players to come with them. You know, it's never been done like that. You know, that's why people got up in arms about it, because they'd never seen something like that before. That was the first time ever. LeBron was the first to ever do this player empowerment and do this whole, hey, let's be best friends and form a team together. Nobody did that before. Nobody. You know, a lot of teams, even if you call them super teams back in the day, a lot of them were just teams that was drafted. It's a difference when you build your team up and they become a super team. That's different, you know. That's due hard work and determination. Guys already build up, you know. Magic didn't have no super team in 2001. LeBron James was the first guy to do that. He chucked the whole NBA and he got the whole superstar empowerment thing going. You know. Now you're telling me last time I checked, Duncan was never on Orlando Magic. You know, it never happened though. So we're talking about what ifs. That's a what if. But what we do know is LeBron was the first superstar in NBA history to recruit other players, top players that were already established, and they form and come together on one team. They all got together to do that. That was never done before. It was something that shook the whole NBA up. Just getting on the stage and doing the whole not one, not two, that was groundbreaking. That was something the NBA never seen. And LeBron will have to, you know, whether it's good or bad, it's something that changed the face of the NBA, period. The reason why Anthony Davis was able to demand the trade and go to wherever the hell he want is because player empowerment. James Harden forcing his way to go to the Nets was player empowerment, you know? So, I mean, it is what it is, man. He's the first one to do it. And that's just how it goes down. That's just the facts of the matter, you know? No, now that's colluding what you're talking about. But you know what? It never happened, man. You know, it never happened. So Duncan never recruited nobody. He never became a free agent and say, "Oh, let me go and team up with Kobe. Let me go and get Shaq." You know, let's all form a big three. You know, so it's different. You know, it's not the same. Vince Carter was not on a level on the way LeBron James was. You know, I mean, you're talking about 2000s, man. Vince Carter didn't form no super team. You're talking about the formation of super teams and player empowerment. No other player has done that other than LeBron James. Period. Okay, he owns that. He started that whole player empowerment thing. The reason KD did what he did because he was influenced by LeBron James. He just took it. He just, to what you guys say, he took it to the next level. You know, you know, he did a cowardly action, which was go to a team that beat you, you know. But regardless of the cause, that whole big three thing that started that whole super team, that whole concept, big three, that came commercialized when LeBron James went on stage and did not one, not two, not three, all of that. That's the beginning of that. That's part of his legacy. It's going to stay that way, period. There's nothing I could say about it, nothing you could say about it. It took place, it happened, you know? No, AD forced the team while he was still under contract so he could go and play with LeBron James. I said player empowerment, you know? James Harden did the same thing, player empowerment, you know? It's different. Back in the day, teams were, even if you demand a trade, you know, they would trade you to whatever team they want. But now players have so much power, and you could owe this to LeBron James. Players have so much power that they could dictate what a franchise needs to do and what franchise can't do. You know, think about it. You know, you got guys playing GM now. You know, who did that? No player in NBA history started that other than LeBron James. You know, LeBron James got whatever he wanted from a franchise. You know, nah, that's not no super team. That's far from a super team. You got two dinosaurs in there and two guys that was in their prime. You know, that's different. I'm talking about in prime guys, all in their prime. Now, if that took place, and Karl Malone and Gary Payton was in their prime, woo, that'd have been something different. You know? You know, yeah. You know, LeBron Lee GM. That name don't come up for no reason. Now you got a lot of other players. Kawhi Leonard, he gets to call shots in The Clippers, because, player empowerment. Players have way more power than they ever did before. Way more. That's just the fact of the matter. It is what it is, man. You're just gonna have to eat that. That something to hold against LeBron and use it as a negative? If you want to, then you can. But I'm just stating facts, man. It took place. It happened. But it is what it is. Now, as far for MVP goes, some of you guys in the chat may think LeBron James MVP, right? Okay, that's good. MVP award is an objective award. It could go to anybody if you want to pick. All right. You don't have to beat a certain player to win an MVP award, is what I'm trying to tell you. In many ways, it's an award given to who's hot at the moment, Wait, is it Clippers losing or something? You said where? Because you calling them out. So, but that's what I'm saying. No, like I was saying earlier, I'm not Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. Okay. I know about all of the stats, but some of them are irrelevant to me. It's not something that's groundbreaking for me. It's not going to move the ground or shake the narrative for me, I see. That's the dang though, Tay. If Giannis Antetokounmpo gets a third championship, a third MVP, he'd be putting up the same stats damn near as the other 2 seasons, right? So it's not just about stats. LeBron James is a walking stat machine, okay? Rather you think he's stat pads or not, the guy knows how to accumulate stats. He knows how to manipulate the system, all right? In many ways. I think Westbrook is a stat pattern, but he's still got an MVP, Oh, believe me, Bistro, I don't think James Harden's the MVP. Stop assuming that I'm picking James Harden as the MVP. I am currently just reviewing NBA power rankings. That's what I was doing. Okay? Somebody else picked that up, and I picked the picture up on a video. That's not my picture. Okay, that's me responding to somebody else. That's it. Just like if I respond to something Shannon Sharp said, that's it. And yo, Tay, I had this dude Craig Brown up in here sitting there saying, well, you're nitpicking at LeBron. I'm not nitpicking at LeBron. Why the hell would I be nitpicking at LeBron for? The guy, LeBron, is doing the same thing he does almost every year. I'm supposed to be surprised by that? That's supposed to make me sit there and be like, oh man, I never seen him do that before. In order for LeBron to win MVP, to me, he got to do something that he never did before. He's going to have to own some record. He's going to have to be playing at some different level of his game had to be a little different, and it has to be a little more higher. He got to have some title, something. But that's just me. Whoa, you got Embiid? Hold on for a minute. Yeah, that's a mass stat. They're a championship contending team. Beasto, they're supposed to be winning games. They're supposed to be beating down certain teams. They weren't supposed to be losing in the first place. So, yeah, that's last season though. That's not this season. I'm not seriously I'm not 100% impressed with that because I seen LeBron win MVPs with role players. He won back-to-back MVPs already playing in Cleveland. So LeBron got 4 MVPs already. So he's going to have to do something different to win this 4th MVP. He can't play the same way that he's doing. So yeah, no, that's just how it goes for me, man. You know, do I think LeBron's going to win the MVP? No. You know, I don't think he's going to win it. You know, I think the league may give it to somebody like James Harden. I know, based off what you guys are telling me in the chat, that James Harden is stinking up the joint, but I mean, it's an NBA regular season, so you're allowed to have bad games. It's going to happen, you know. I think what would turn the narrative for LeBron to win MVP, he will have to outplay and like bust up Kevin Durant or something like that, another top league player. Yeah, man, the Clippers are imploding a little bit. They definitely messing up, you know. You seen Luka the Don drop 42 on him, and you seen how he was cooking Paul George. Man, he was cooking Paul George, and I'm surprised Kawhi Leonard didn't get on him. Kawhi Leonard should have got on him, you know. But hey, that's how the name of the game is, you know. Bust up. Yeah, pause. You're right for that, Beasto. You know, it depends how it goes about. I need to see what LeBron. If LeBron is doing the normal stuff that he normally does, I'm not going to reward an MVP for that. I got to see something different. You know, there's more than just. In his case, the bar is set a little higher because he got 4 MVPs already, and Giannis got 2 MVPs already. So the bar is set a little higher. You know, you can't win it doing the same thing that you did before. You know, so no offense to LeBron, man. That's just how I feel. I'm looking at it like if he could do something that I never seen him do before, or even if he brings it to a lot of players, let's say he becomes the leading scorer in the league and he brings it to everybody. He busts up Kevin Durant, he busts up Kawhi Leonard, and he got key wins over top teams, and he's defended the best players, then that'd be a different story for me, you know? I'm not just going to give the guy MVP just because he has good numbers, you know? Oh, yeah, that'd be good. That'd be great, Bistro. And if he could beat all those teams, that just adds to his legacy. But we have to see it. We have to see it, you know? Yeah, see that's the dang too, Bistro. He's 36 years old. So it is what it is, man, you know? But I'm not going to give him for averaging his career numbers. I mean, I've seen you do that every single season. If that's the case, we could give Kobe, LeBron, Jordan MVP every single year. But let's be a little diverse and give it to other people. You know, James Harden could get away with having like 40-point triple-double games and get an MVP because he only got one. He's not on the same level with Giannis and LeBron yet. So the bar hasn't been set high for him. But I think if you win a certain amount of MVPs, you're going to hit your limit. And you're going to have to do something really out of this world to win like a lot, you know? For LeBron to get his 5th MVP, it's probably a little too late for it to happen, you know? Because I'm pretty sure if KD was playing, he'd be up in the MVP candidates. He'd be an MVP candidate if he was playing, you know? But to miss that narrative, LeBron does care about MVPs, you know? And a lot of people say he don't. Yeah, you can't cry. That's another thing. You can't do that because Lakers got more than enough talent to win the championship. And according to LeBron James, he said we got enough to win a championship. You know, we don't need any more players, right? Get AD back. That's enough to win the championship. So just get the job done. Now, you say James Harden is a choker in the playoffs, so he shouldn't be much of a problem then. It should be just mano on a mano. AD versus Kyrie Irving, LeBron versus Kevin Durant. May the best man win. No, but some of you guys gonna have to miss me with that in my feeling stuff. I want me play a violin and you start crying just because LeBron, your favorite player, didn't win an MVP. You know, I think some LeBron defenders are LeBron over the top fanboys and they don't even realize it. So let me explain it this way. If you're one of those people that constantly defend LeBron James, all right, and just about everything, but you don't criticize him, you may be a LeBron fanboy. If you make constant videos defending LeBron James, but you don't criticize him, you may be a LeBron fanboy. Now, for me, the LeBron's is set a little high for me. I'm not going to judge LeBron off some things in the regular season too much. I want to see the playoffs, and you're at a level where you got to start just winning championships. It's just a countdown for you. You have the numbers and you have the stats. So why would I be seriously impressed with that? You got to do something different for me to sit there and say you deserve to be MVP. I'd rather give it to a much younger player that's balling, that's putting up like big time historic numbers. That's just me. But if you average your normal average, no. And I understand AD's out, but you still played games that was more than enough winnable. You got more than enough talent. You got multiple guys that scores in double digits. The Lakers are a deep team. Okay? And I never said they wasn't. You got Kyle Kuzma, who's a borderline all-star. Dennis Schroeder could get you 18. Montrezl Harrell could get you 17. You got the pieces, So, I mean, that's just how it goes down. I'm going to need to see more from LeBron, something different. Bistro's the big, Bistro, they calling you the biggest LeBron fan in here. I like LeBron James just like the next person, but he's not the GOAT for me. So clearly that means I'm going to have other players that I think probably better than he is. But at no means is that disrespectful. If you think Kobe better than LeBron James, that's not disrespectful. You're all entitled to your own opinion, man. I don't have to you don't have to. I just want everybody to understand this. You don't have to say LeBron's the MVP and all this other stuff for people to sit there and say, oh, you don't know basketball. Dog, all these people you see on YouTube, rather they loving LeBron James or heavily criticizing him all the time. All they doing at the end of the day is just giving you their opinion on who they think is better. That's it. Okay? There's no secret scientist to that. They're just like me and you. We just people talking sports, man. That's it. All right? That's it. Oh, what's up, man? Long time no see. King of Connecticut in the house. What it do, man? Philly fan. Yeah, long time no see. I hope everything's good with you, Brandon. So I'm trying to explain that to people, man. You don't have to be over top in love with LeBron James and for people to say basketball or vice versa. No, if you're a person that loves stats, maybe you love LeBron, if you love stats. But stats are empty stats sometimes. A lot of stats, a lot of categories are meaningless categories that don't mean a damn thing. I'm not. This is not Big Bang Theory. Basketball is never just about stats. You got plenty of stat stuffers. Walt Chamberlain was a stat stuffer. He have encyclopedia, world Guinness record stats, numbers and things that nobody will ever do again. That don't mean he the GOAT. You know? Yeah, I think that could be the dang too. You know? LeBron can have a triple double and everybody go crazy and be like, oh my God, I never seen a triple double like this before. Calm down, guys. Other players do triple doubles. As a matter of fact, just about anybody could get a triple double today in today's game. So it's different, man. Now, MVP, yes, the MVP is a great award for your individual accolades. It's an individual award, but it's also helped by team success because a lot of people can't get the MVP without having team success, right? So you got to have both. So that means your teammates help you get an MVP, you know? That is true. So both goes hand to hand. You got to have both. You can have all the stats in the world, but you got to have team success, So yeah, man, it's different. It's definitely different, man. But do you guys think MVPs is overrated or over exaggerated in today's league? Or do you think they're underrated? It's still an award that's given to you. Okay, you don't have to beat or win something. It'd be different if you got to go do a tournament and that tournament predicts who's the MVP, but you don't have to beat somebody. You don't have to do absolutely nothing to win an MVP award. There's nothing you have to do in terms of earning it. Somebody has to give it to you. All you have to do is just go out there and play basketball and win people over. The same thing with like an album. Like Brandon, if I have a rap album and you have a rap album, we're both up for a Grammy. Is our only one of us is going to win that award, but that doesn't mean if I win the Grammy that my album is better than yours. Yours still may be a better album, but it's objective. It all goes by the person, you know. You know, so that's the same way like winning the MVP award is. Yeah, it is. It's I think it's a case of that's who's hot. You notice that a lot of MVP talk is game to game. You have 150-point game. Oh, he's the MVP. The next game, the guy drops 10 points. Oh, you ain't the MVP no more. Yeah, with or without it. It's the same for me. With or without a Grammy, Nas is the GOAT for me. I don't need Nas to have a Grammy for me to say he's the best rapper for me. That didn't validate anything. It's the same thing with me saying LeBron James isn't overrated. I mean, not overrated, isn't the MVP. Just because I say he's not the MVP doesn't mean I don't think he's validated already. But I set the bar a little higher if you got 4 MVPs already. So that means you got to do a little something more groundbreaking to get an MVP. Your normal, let me just average 25, 6, and 7, or whatever the case may be. That's not good enough to win MVP for me because I've seen you do it already. No, I think Harden, it's like the movie with Tupac, Juice. Harden, he had the juice, man. He's on a new team, a hot new team. Kevin Durant's not around. And he, if he could drop like 50-point triple doubles and all this type of stuff, it'd be different, or 40-point games and all that type of stuff. It's different. I watched LeBron played against the Charlotte Hornets. There was points in time where you say, hey, you know what? You can make a case that he was stat padding in some cases at some point of the game. But I'm not going to do that, but some people have said that. You know, some people have called LeBron James a stat padder, and he does stat pad some games. You know, like I said, LeBron's great at manipulating the system for stats. You know, he'll stay in the game a long extra amount of time to get the numbers that he needs. You know, even if the game is blown out of proportion, he did it in the finals, the very last game in the finals. There was no need to have him out there, but he had to get that finals MVP, so he need the numbers to back it up on paper. You know, you know, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, a lot of these triple double guys, or guys that love having triple doubles, they stat pad a lot. It's just part of the game, I guess. I don't know. No, LeBron James is a stat padder. The question is how much of it he is, but he is a stat padder. You'd be kind of like foolish to say he's not. You know, you could argue who's more of a stat padder between him and Westbrook, but LeBron is still a stat padder. That's why I say stats don't mean everything, because you can always pad your stats. If you're a great player, sometimes you could just stay in the game long amount of time. Let me get my numbers, you know? It is what it is sometimes. Now, there are some guys out there that, they're in their prime. They're naturally going to get their numbers, so they don't need to stat pad. LeBron's 36 years old, but if you play him a certain amount of minutes, he won't have some of those numbers. He needs to play like 40-plus minutes to get that 25, 6, and 8, or whatever he dropping in any particular game, because he's older, you know? If LeBron just came out there, put his foot on people's neck, there's a blowout game, he could sit down and rest, he'll have a lot of less points in games. But he don't want to do that. He want to get to Kareem. LeBron's on a mission to get to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar status. You know. You know. Okay, same thing I'm saying. Blue, but that's not how a lot of people look at it. Some people want their favorite player to be the GOAT, and if they don't, then they get into their feelings about it. You know, it's the same with you. You value LeBron James probably more than some other people do. That doesn't mean they think he sucked. That doesn't mean we think he's garbage or something like that. You just happen to value him more than some other people do. As simple as that. But you know how the narrative is. You got to be in the GOAT conversation. And if you're not number one, and that's your favorite player, people are going to criticize you for it, and they're going to get mad. What's up, Zach? Man, you dropping them classic Nas verses, man? Did you see the video I made, this series with AZ? I dropped it on the hip hop channel, man. And shout out to everybody that was rocking with me on that Nas video, man. That Nas video got like 14,000 views. Not that I was counting or not like that, but it just goes to show that some people really appreciate real hip hop. That kind of hit me, I disagree on that, Blue. That's definitely not true. I think LeBron got way more lovers than critics. How many of you think LeBron got more critics in the media than fanboys? There's more Shannon Sharps and Nick Wrights, Chris Broussards than there is Skip Baylesses. Actually, Skip Bayless is like the biggest, most known LeBron hater, but that's about it. Yeah, AZ needs some flowers for real too, man. I give it to him in some videos, man. I think LeBron fanboys a bigger fan base than the haters, but it is what it is. Prince Wright? Nah, man. I ain't no Nick Wright. Yeah, he got more lovers, especially in the media. Come on now, man. The media, I could turn on the media right now and see Max Marcellus or somebody, loving LeBron James. LeBron James has never been a serious critique. I think LeBron James is. I think Blue, you're getting him. You getting mistake. You getting You're getting okay. Good. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up, Samurai. Because guess what? LeBron has more what you call it, fans in the media, but more critics as fans. Okay, most of the people that criticize LeBron James are the fans. They're not the media. Those lists that you made is far in between. I can make a bunch of other people that just love LeBron James, and it outweighs those 5 guys or 4 guys that you just mentioned. Hold on for a minute. I dropped the link in a minute. You guys confuse hate with people that just don't rock with the same opinion as you. That's what it comes down to. Because you love LeBron. Oh, I think LeBron's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So if you don't agree with me, that means you don't love basketball like I do. That's what it comes down to. But LeBron definitely got more lovers in the media. LeBron is more media driven than fan driven. It's the same. It's the opposite with Kobe. The people love Kobe Bryant. He's the people's champion. But the media hates Kobe Bryant because of analytics and all this other stuff. That's the difference between it. I'm going with the media liking LeBron more, but the fans don't. The thing is, LeBron don't get respected by the fans. He's the same thing as Floyd Mayweather. The fans don't respect Floyd Mayweather, but the media does. The analytics, the people like that, the stat geeks, those people like him more than the actual fans. No, because the fans are sit there and call Floyd Mayweather a runner, a ducker, scared to fight, a wimp, coward, things of that nature. The media loves LeBron James, but the fans don't feel that same way because a lot of fans feel like you're forcing LeBron James in their face. Oh, we have to like LeBron James because the media is forcing us to like him. So I think that's a little different. I know for a fact there's more people like, I'm glad you mentioned that, Tay Davis, because there's more people like Ticket TV, I think, that don't respect LeBron more than the people that actually respect him. I can't really call I don't really know the guy like that. I can't really say he a hater. He may not be rocking with LeBron like that, No, Jordan was different. Jordan was loved by the media and the fans. That's the difference. LeBron James is loved by one group of people, but Jordan was loved by both. That's the difference. Oh, what's up, kid?
What's up, Prince?
Yo, what it do, man?
Man, y'all see the Clippers trying to get Lonzo Ball?
Oof. Oh, really? Oh man, I was talking about. Oh, word. Okay, man. They need a point guard though. He
needed desperately. I'll trade that nigga Paul George probably. To be honest,
he said I trade Paul George.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me some picks too.
Word, man.
Trade Zubac.
Hell yeah.
And one guy that they got paid $64 million.
Yeah.
What's his name? Morris or someone else?
I think it's Morris, man. But Lonzo, he's scoring 14 points a game.
And he's the third option, bro. That's good.
That's not bad. But the thing is, why they're doing that? Because of his father. His father wanted him out of New Orleans. This is the thing about Lonzo Ball. Stop letting your pops run your life, man. Won't you come out? Won't you come out and say you don't want to play for the Pelicans instead of having your dad run around do the talking for you?
Yeah, but the thing with Lonzo, he more professional, kind of. He quiet with it,
Yeah, but hey, man, you be too cool, we gonna lose. Remember that movie?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You gotta say something at some point,
Yeah. But the thing with LeBron James is haters.
Yeah.
In the media, you can, and like with people that run for MVP, they love LeBron. They suck. So his what for LeBron, man? They go hard. LeBron. hater LeBron
I
fan I
think it's the
know.
media because I run into a lot of people that always would tell me they don't respect LeBron, but they respect guys like Kobe and stuff like that more. But the media loves LeBron. So
Yep.
if LeBron had the same amount of love in both groups, it'd be different. But the people don't love LeBron as much as the media do.
Yeah, yeah. And LeBron got his own little clique, his little gang in the media too.
Yeah.
He control anytime he wants, which I mean that's a good idea. I don't blame him. I think a lot of players should do that.
Yeah.
In my opinion though.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you got the power, you could use it. I mean, use it. I don't blame LeBron. I blame them other people. They're the ones listening to him. You know.
Yep, yep. Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? He got
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
like same dude, the other dude, Kendrick Perkins. People think he on LeBron's payroll. You know.
Man, that nigga do shit, man.
You know,
Fuck
this,
that.
you
Nigga all
got
talking hard.
word, man. You got a lot of dudes like that, man. It's the same with you watch boxing?
A little bit. Dib and dab.
All right, so it's the same analogy with Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people, you just run outside, people be like, "Oh, he's a coward, he's a ducker." He runs, he's boring. The people don't like him too much, but the media and the critics or the nerds, the analytics people, they love him.
That dumbass analytics shit, man. I
You
swear.
know.
It's gonna ruin sports, bro. They doing it in football and a little bit in baseball too, man. Watch.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. So, and that's the first thing people do. You criticize LeBron, the first thing they bring up. Well, the advanced metric says, is this and that. Man, come on, man.
Get that bullshit out here, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel them the type of niggas that never want to put in the hard work to be great in the sport, never want to put the sweat, never want to have the talent to work on their skill set,
Yeah,
They'll be
no doubt, man.
on the computer just typing and shit, man.
Right. But yo, man, it's what 11 something over there that you were saying before.
What?
Yo, it's literally only 7:16 here in LA, man.
Well, you in LA?
Yeah.
Oh, my fault, man. On the phone, I'm in the East Coast, man.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You're a couple hours ahead. It's probably like break time over there where you at.
Oh, okay. That's why I said.
I left the East Coast. I'm already on the West Coast now.
Okay, that's why I said 11. That's why I said, hey, man, put it down to 9:30, man. God damn.
I get a lot of people telling me that sometimes because they on the East Coast. When I first started my channel, I was on the East Coast at the time. So a lot of the viewers were East Coast cats. Now I move on the West. I got a lot of people that on the West Coast. So,
okay. I feel that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So what game on today? I'm trying to see right now.
That's a couple on, man. You got the Mavs and the Blazers. And I heard the Nets lost. Kyrie dropped 43, but in a losing effort, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's regular season, man. You're gonna have some wins, you're gonna have some loss. You're gonna that's how it is, But what do you think about this whole MVP thing? You think MVP is overrated, or what you think about it?
Look, to win MVP,
should I answer you this? Should there be like a system to how you can win an MVP? Because there is no criteria or system to win an MVP.
No. To win MVP, you need individual numbers, team success, and yeah, that's basically what I think of MVP. There's another thing you also gotta put in to be MVP too. I forgot. Yeah, just individual numbers and team success. That's basically it. They do take the MVP too far now. I remember my guy 2 days ago. It was Joe or somebody. He was like, James Harden ain't play no defense, but he won. He won MVP.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like the thing with like Giannis, right? Last 2 years ago, he had the best record in the whole league.
Word.
He played both sides of the court efficiently.
Word.
And that's an MVP right there. And who did he had that was a superstar, a top 5 player in the NBA that he was playing with?
Who, James Harden?
No, Giannis.
Oh, Giannis.
Nobody.
No, nobody. Yeah, nobody.
Yeah. So that just shows you how great of a player he is. Oh yeah, how much value you put in your team? Yeah, I forgot about that. It's your individual numbers, team success, and how much value you put in the team.
That's what's up. Okay. Yo, Brandon, what about you? What you value in an MVP? Overrated or underrated?
As far as today's game, I'll say, like I said in the chat, I think it's getting more overrated because they put in too much emphasis on just being a popular player or being a player that has the most endorsements or the player that's putting up all these, redundant stats. So it's definitely
Mhm.
become overrated in my opinion.
Word. Okay. Um, what about here's another thing. I think kid, you brought this up. MVP to your own team. Like how important and how valuable are you to your own team success? That's a good one too.
Yeah. Like with Joel Embiid, well, I know I took a bad decision winning some games. They won kind of close against Milwaukee, so I'll take that back. You probably say when you take LeBron out, the Lakers, what are they as a team? Like
Right.
yeah, and same with
Are
James.
we still keeping AD in there? Because I think they could still make the playoffs if AD was fully healthy and they just had AD and those guys.
You know what? Yeah, I believe that.
You
But
know, because I've seen AD lead teams to the playoffs before.
oh, wait,
I
what
mean,
about Russell Westbrook? If you take him out of OKC in his MVP season, how great is
oh,
that team?
oh, but no, they ain't even going to the playoffs. No.
My point
Yeah.
exactly. That's why I kind of do believe
Especially
Chris Paul
especially
should
in that
probably be
West.
a little bit in the conversation.
Word.
That's my
Yeah.
honest opinion. He put so much value in a team like this.
Yeah.
He see when he did in OKC, he came in there with Phoenix, who was what was the worst team in the whole NBA, one of the worst teams in the NBA, and then boom, now the top five right now in the Western.
Hmm. No doubt. Well, what about you, Brandon? What are you saying?
No, I was gonna say like what my man Kid is saying is like the term value is what it is. It's like what do you bring to the table night in or night out? And if you take them out of the starting lineup, would they make the eighth seed or would they barely make the eighth seed? Like if you took out talking about AD when he was playing for the Pelicans,
Yeah.
that team does not even if they're in the East, they don't make the eighth seed. I'm sorry, they don't even make the 10th seed. I don't think so. It's like I think the media and just I think fans in general have kind of gotten away, and plus the video games
Mhm.
has over embellished the whole MVP award. But it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
Look, man, the thing with the media is right. No, not the media. The MVP is a kind of there's some certain situations where it is overrated and underrated, and it just take people who vote on it, which I truly
Mhm.
believe
Hmm.
every person that vote for an award should
Mhm.
be players and coaches. They fucked up Jordan shit when he had that one of the best records we ever seen in the whole NBA, one of the best seasons seen in the whole NBA. Dude had 73 wins. Was 72 or 73?
72.
72. Yeah, it was
Yeah, and
72.
he ain't
Yeah.
even that dude the MVP. They gave the Carl motherfucking Malone. I like Carl Malone. Yeah, I'm cool with him. I'm cool with him. But no. It don't work like that. And guess who's the first? Who's the first unanimous MVP ever? Light skin
Steph Curry.
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 Yeah.
Hmm.
Like that don't make sense to me, man. I think should have been a unanimous MVP, yes, but not the first. It either should have been Mike or Shaq. No, Mike, and then probably Shaq. That's my opinion. Oh no, oh LeBron, you could put LeBron in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just a basic situation. It's just who the people are controlling it, the votings. Cause you got these LeBron dick suckers out here. Man, they suck LeBron's dick so hard, man. I can't believe it, man. This,
Yeah.
this,
They
Yeah,
this,
man.
definitely
this
And they get in their feelings when you don't put LeBron above everything. Like
you
he a
damn right.
basketball or
They
something.
saying they saying LeBron should win MVP every year. What every fucking year, nigga? This nigga he had the season that what's one player? Derek was it? And this nigga had a stack team with Dwayne Wade and
Yeah.
Kosh.
Yeah.
He should have won over Derrick Rose. Hey, I will admit, who did Derrick Rose had with what player in that team? He had Chris Barnes and Dwayne Wade. He had niggas shooting bricks, nigga.
Yep.
Word.
That Puerto Rican nigga with that gap. What's that nigga name, man?
You're,
Hey,
you're talking about Brandon. I think he's talking about Joe Keith Noah.
Joking,
you
no,
damn right.
yeah,
What he doing
he's not
now?
Puerto Rican. He's not Puerto Rican, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, he not Puerto Rican. What is he? What is he?
I think he's from the
Nah, I
Caribbean or
think
something.
yeah, his dad is like black and his mom's is white, I believe.
Oh, my fault.
French or
My fault.
something.
But
Yeah.
hey, but fuck
Nah,
it.
you good
Who did
though.
Derrick Rose? Derrick Rose won the MVP fair and square, man. LeBron ain't. LeBron
Yep.
is a great player. I think he should have won MVP probably in Cleveland when he was in Cleveland and he took them all the way to the finals.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And look, and when you took LeBron out that team, what they look like next year? They were the worst.
Yeah.
So MVP because James Harden ain't played not one lick of defense, man.
Oh yeah.
I honestly believe he should not win the MVP. I think he should, man.
Word.
You got these dick suckers voting for this shit. Yeah. You tell them. Go tell them. They voted for LeBron every chance they get, man. And I bet they're gonna try to push LeBron so hard. But since you're well out the conversation, I do still believe it should be Donovan Mitchell or James Harden. That's my opinion. Donovan Mitchell don't got no Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, no eight.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because he's not even in the power rankings. I made the video on that. He wasn't in it.
Who, Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah, he wasn't in it.
Well, what you mean, like his team or
for that MVP power rankings? He wasn't in it.
Wait, they just released ESPN or some NBA? What?
Yeah, I mean, I posted up. I posted on the video the top 10 players in the MVP rankings, the power rankings, but he wasn't in it. So yeah.
Well, you put him in?
I didn't put them in. It's already, the media or ESPN, whatever.
Oh my gosh, he wasn't even in the top 10. Not even top 10.
Yeah, he wasn't in it. No, LeBron was
at
at number 5.
Talking about.
Embiid was 4. Giannis was 3. The Joker was 2, and James Harden was number 1.
This is what I'm talking about, nigga. This is see, you're gonna let these people control sports, and this is gonna happen. They ain't gonna catch a nigga like me lacking. I swear to God, they won't. I got swear Virginia. This is Cary State up here, so they want to come up here. Some shit. I swear to God, the media ain't gonna get me, but they gonna try to mess around my sports, man. It's sad, man.
All right. What about you, Brandon? Who's the MVP for you?
Like I would say Spider Mitchell. I would say it, and that's just my opinion. But I'll put James Harden not too far. But the problem is he's still playing on a pretty not stacked team, but his team has depth, so I can't put him that high in the rankings. I'm definitely going with Spidey Mitchell. He gets no love. You know what I mean? He gets no love. He has the #1 record in the NBA. People are gonna say he's efficient, but again, right, in the Western Conference, but you can't always go with a bench. Like we just said earlier, stats don't tell the whole story. If he's winning and if he's getting the job done night in and night out, then because I believe he's shooting like 42% from the field, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in this era, especially because all they do is jack up shots. So that's not gonna, you know what I mean? That's not gonna take him off my radar for MVP. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, and I think it's also because, when people see his numbers, they don't be like, oh wow, nah, they don't see that. They just see like, I think he's averaging like 24, 22 points a game, probably.
Yeah, and like 23. Yeah.
Probably just an individual number, but that don't matter. He's doing so much for his team. I honestly will give it to him, bro. That's my honest fact and opinion.
Word. Yeah. Yo, did y'all see that Nets game? What happened? Did they got blown out or something? They got beat by the Magic, right?
What? Oh, my gosh, bro.
Yeah, they got beat by the Magic. This is one of them days, I guess, man. You know how regular season is. You know.
Yeah, you got a fact about that.
Word.
Yeah, they can come back and whoop their ass, man. It don't matter about that. And Durant, I think with the situation, he might come back in the next month, probably.
Yeah, the report said 2 weeks at most, or
oh wow, really?
If not more. So
it might be more probably.
I hope not, man. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on, man. Some people telling me, oh, he's faking his low management. I said, you know what? I can't really take that because he came off, career-ending injuries the last 2. Yeah. How much of the seasons he missed? 2 seasons, right?
Yeah, around like 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So I mean that's a serious injury to come back from. Sometimes you're not even the same no more.
Yeah, that's a fact too. Yeah, but Brooklyn, I'm not sleeping on them, bro. I'll tell you right now, man. What with the 3-team combo will kill, man. In the play.
Hey, man, they deep. I mean, hey, they should definitely get to the finals, man.
All they need is a center, bro. One more. I don't even care if it's Andre Drummond anymore. They're gonna get a 7. They're gonna start killing niggas, man. I'm telling you, bro. But I still believe that Milwaukee could probably do something. Cause let me tell you something, man. I refuse to believe our smart coach is gonna get outplayed by Steve Nash. I like Steve Nash. He's a great point guard, great player. He knows the game in and out. But I believe like a smart coach in the playoffs will probably have to will probably know his tendencies and stuff, and probably will outsmart him. If a coach outsmarts Steve Nash, then the game will get kind of difficult, and they're gonna slow him down. They could win.
Word.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Doc Rivers a smart coach. Budenholzer, that's his name from Milwaukee, I think. I think that's his name.
Yeah, that's his name.
He
I
might
think so too.
outsmart.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And who gonna build that wall against Giannis, man? Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah, man, that's the way they got. That's their format to beating him. They build that wall, force him to pass the ball because they don't believe in his jump shot.
But I refuse to believe Kevin Durant can guard Giannis, man. I refuse. Nothing that team can guard Giannis.
Nah, I don't think so.
No. Who gonna stop Joel Embiid, man? Oh, it's gonna be a good game, man. I'm gonna watch. I don't
Wait,
care.
hold on. Y'all think Giannis to give Kevin Durant the business?
Oh yeah.
Now he would. Yeah, now he would. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He'll. Kevin Durant will give him a good couple pieces. I say he'll get around 5 points or higher.
Yeah.
Or 23 points or higher probably because he got Kyrie and James Harden to rely on. And,
right.
But Giannis will give him 20 same thing, 23 or 25 points higher.
Word. That's what's up. Yo, Brandon, what about your Philly, man? I heard Ben Simmons may be out for Defensive Player of the Year.
Hey, why not? You know?
Hey, that's what
I said this and people thought I was a fool. And I said this when he was at LSU. I'm like, this man can play some defense. They're like, oh, no, he's just bigger than everybody because he's at, his college. I'm like, no, watch when he gets to the pros. He's going to shut dudes down on perimeter. And my homeboy is eating crow because he's like, yeah, man, you right. I'm like, dude, see, I told you, monkey ass. I told you. I told you.
Right.
I said, why?
Yo,
When he gets to the pros,
good defense lately,
shut dudes down.
You know who been playing good defense too? Jimmy Butler.
Yep. He's been playing real. Oh, he's always played great defense.
Yeah, he been playing it without fouling people. He had like a record in consecutive games, something like that. Yeah. Good defense, stopping people without fouling. That's real hard in today's league.
Yep.
Definitely.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I do gotta give it this, bro. He is guarding like sometimes players that are like literally 6'4", 6'3", man. You gotta admit that, Brandon.
Talk about Simmons. Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing though. He can't. I get what you're saying, and so it kind of takes away a little bit because it is easier. I mean, let's keep it real. We all played playground ball, so it's easy to guard someone that's smaller than you. But he's just so big for his position. So what can he do?
But he gonna dominate, man. I think
he is.
He has to set a jumper, bro.
He has to.
That was so great about Joel because Joel's not really. They're not really connecting together that much. Really, they play sets because Ben Simmons he can't shoot a three. Joel Embiid. You said what?
I said no, he can't shoot a three, but Joel can. But the problem with Joel, he just sometimes, like I know it's in crunch time, he can make them, but sometimes he'll fall in love with that shot, and it's like just go in unpost and just dominate.
But that's not basketball 101 though. You can't center beat he can be the good shooter. He can be probably who knows the best shooter, but he needs someone to shoot the ball. That's how it's always been, bro, since day one, man. With Kareem, with Oscar Robertson and Kareem, Magic and Kareem, all those
comparison. Yep.
With a small man combo. Oh my God! If Ben Simmons get that shot, I'm telling you right now, they will win a championship. I'm telling you, they will win at least 3.
Win at least 3. Yeah, we're in the East, so we definitely get 3. Well, I'll say maybe 2 because Brooklyn. Like I said, you can't sleep on Brooklyn. So,
Oh no! I think if Ben Simmons get a jumper, it's gonna be real dangerous. Now he can lock your ass up and down the motherfucking court and shoot a 3-2. Get in the paint anytime he wants to. Look for easy point because he's real smart and has high awareness in the game. And what you will do? Dominate your ass in the post. Look for Steph Curry. I'm telling you right now, about watch, man. But he needs to.
Well, see, that's what helped us. Yeah, that's what helped the Sixers. Is we got Seth Curry. I'm like, yes, all we need is a shooter. We got Seth Curry. Danny Green, I wasn't really high on him. 'Cause I'm like, he's just too inconsistent. But Seth Curry really helped us. I'm like, yo, we get Curry, our bench will be solid. Watch.
Mm-hmm. But hey, well, yeah, and even if okay, yeah, you got a point about that.
Yeah.
But man, we gotta talk about y'all see what Luka did against the Clippers. Where that boy Yo at, man?
Oh, he gave it to him. My man,
He
hoop back.
quiet now. He
Yo,
quiet.
Hoop, get up in here, man. He dropped 42 on him.
I ain't know he did all that. That nigga skirt.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Paul George.
Yo, he was giving Paul George. Benny hit that three in his
Man,
face. Then
Kawhi.
hit him with a little hezzy and a crossover. Yo, Luka was getting busy, man.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. That dude Luka, I don't care if he can't play defense like that, bro. That Luka's dangerous, man.
Yeah, that
He
man,
is
that boy,
dangerous.
that boy.
He got his spots, he got his positions, and he just did it, bro. He got anywhere he wanted. He said, "Fuck you, Kawhi." The early 2000 braids. Bro, get back, nigga. Get the fuck back. Get back. He did what he wanted to do, and nobody could have stopped him, bro.
Hell yeah, man. That boy's something else, man. He gonna be good for years to come. I think he gonna be a future MVP. He gonna have a good career.
Ain't nobody can guard him, bro. That's my opinion. I think nobody can guard him.
Luka gonna have
NBA, not one player can guard him 1-on-1. Well, okay, I take that back. I take 1-on-1, but I'm like in an NBA game, there's not one, bro. Kawhi.
Hey, yo, kid, I'm glad you bought that. Kawhi didn't want no smoke.
Yes, hold on. Tell me this. When the best player on the team, when Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen were playing them, who guarded them? Who guarded them? When the best player on the team, when the Bulls are playing a team and the best player is balling out, who guard them? Is their best player? Who guards them?
Mike could get on him, you know.
Who else?
Or Pippen. That's it. Those are the only two guys that would go out.
So why the fuck this nigga? Paul George or Kawhi not staying on him?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Time defensive player of the year. You mean to tell me you don't want none of that? Shut that boy down.
Scared, man. Same with Paul George too. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something, man. Man, back in the day, bro, when you got the best player, I don't care if the coach is right there. I'll be like, coach, I'm guarding him. I don't care what you say. I am gonna guard him. Right. You know, why I ain't got that mentality no more. I don't know, man. Paul George ain't got that mentality. Tell the coach, no, I'm guarding him. He pussy, man. I don't know about Paul George. He get a check off my book list. He pussy, man.
Word. Oh, what's up, Gillian? Word. Yo, my man can't be cooking. You know. Yo, shout out to Gillian, man. Gillian is my NBA encyclopedia. That brother knows. That brother got track records of everything.
Man, put him in here, bro. We gotta talk about the Clippers. No, we ain't running from them niggas. I'm sick of this shit, bro. Everybody will talk about the Clippers. Oh, the Clippers, they're gonna be the team to beat the LA Lakers, all that. I'm like, no, they not. But we'll see. I'm gonna sit back, relax, and chill, and sit back and observe. You will see. And look what they did, man. Got their ass cooked last year, got their ass cooked this year. But a new addition, it got cooked by that boy from Russia. That's the difference.
That's true.
But yeah, man. I'm so sick and tired of these. And I don't want to sound like the old guy, the old get off my lawn type of fan.
Yeah, that's what I try to avoid too.
But hey, I'm not that old either. I'm spitting facts.
Word.
Yeah, true. But my point is like I don't see that same hunger. It's there in today's game, but I don't see that same grit, especially on I mean, I know that the defensive rules is kind of, is a little bereft. It's a bit light compared to back then, but you still got to make a concentrated effort. I don't see that anymore, not just from Paul George, but from other players. It's like, just do it. Just go out there and tell yourself, listen, I'm shit on the best. Yeah, it's like he's so soft now. Like I don't understand it. Like,
and Paul George is supposed to be a great perimeter defender.
Right.
How old is he? 31?
31, I think. I think so.
Yeah, there ain't no excuse. I don't want to hear that bullshit father time. There ain't no excuse, man.
Ain't that old.
LeBron James.
But yeah,
Kawhi,
it's like I don't.
Yo, you can go. I'm trying to look. I'm gonna look there.
But no, I was just saying, like, when you're a player, when you're an all-star player in any sport, like especially like in an in football. Football's a high octane sport. If you were a linebacker, who do you want to go after? You want to go after the running back. You want to go after the running back. Put him on his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
you want that hunger. I feel
yeah, you want that smoke. In basketball, you want that same thing too. You want to shut down the best player, not just scoring. It's easy to score on somebody, but you also want to shut them down. I don't see that in today's game. It's just I don't know.
Kawhi 30, Kawhi Leonard 29, and Paul George 30, bro. No excuses for father time shit, bro. You supposed to guard this nigga Luca, bro. I'm sick of this team, bro. They hype this. The media hype this team so much, man. And
Oh yeah.
we go
Media
see.
said this was going to be Jordan and Pippen part 2.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
So far, I've not seen it. You remember when they was calling Kawhi Baby Jordan? That was last.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
No, his fundamentals. His fundamentals. Same with Kobe too. I ain't gonna lie. Kawhi got good fundamentals on his feet. He worked on
Yes,
that
he does.
like
Yes, he
since
does.
his
Fundamentals
first
are
days,
good,
man.
yeah.
You know what?
Kawhi,
They got those big ass hands. Jordan and Kawhi got them big ass hands.
Yeah.
Kawhi, the type of player to get it out the mud, man. Greg Popovich, man, made him to the player he really is today, kind of, really.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got him.
Yo,
Yeah. I will give my props where due with Kawhi Leonard, but I feel like he got too comfortable when he went to Toronto. Toronto let that nigga do whatever he wanted, man. Honestly, which I don't blame him because shit, I'll take advantage of that. Shoot, I don't blame the nigga. But thing is, yeah, he low management. He got too comfortable in that, and when he went to the Clippers, he did that same bullshit, man. Got too comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think, man.
Hey, Clippers
I'll take
gave him
advantage
whatever
of
he
it
wanted.
too. Shit.
He said, "I wouldn't sign with the Clippers unless you give me Paul George."
Yeah, and look, that was a dumb decision too, because they got no more picks.
Yeah, man. They emptied their
Never in my life give all my picks for one dude. Well, depend what player though. But Paul George ain't that. I think nah. I don't know, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie. A couple years ago, when Paul George was playing with OKC, I was saying like, yeah, he's shit, man. Like you gotta be honest, bro. He was a beast a couple years ago. But now he's just not it no more.
yeah.
But I'll never get all
Yeah.
my picks to a player like that, man. Like, so Clippers got no future.
Yeah,
No,
they
they
don't.
don't.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, Kawhi, he's 5, 3, 6. He's out his prime a little bit. Same with Paul George.
Yep.
So you just fucked up your whole future. And let's say they don't get no ring in the next 3 years.
Word. You think
Nah,
you guys think Kawhi lost a step defensively? Do he look a
Yes,
tad
he's like
slow?
a statue now. He's still a good defensive player, but I'm trying to think. What could I say? He's still a good defensive player. He has high awareness, but
Mm-hmm.
not as quick enough. I remember LeBron did this little hezzy fake move.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a hezzy? Like Kawhi? No, LeBron was just standing there, right? And Kawhi was just looking, not at him, but he was just looking at see his screen. LeBron just flipped in, like quick step, ran through him.
Mhm.
He's not that athletic. He's not the most athletic. He kind of strong a little bit. I'll give him that. But he for me he's just like a statue right now, man. He stands still sometimes. He's just the same as a player as we've seen. And now I think about it, he was kind of better in Toronto in his defensive play. But that's my honest opinion about Kawhi. Brandon, what you guys say on Prince? Y'all can go.
Now I was gonna say I noticed it too. I thought maybe it was like, okay, did he get hurt? Because I haven't really been keeping up with the NBA that much, except for my team. But I did catch a game when they was playing. I forgot who the Clippers were playing, but then I was watching him on defense, Kawhi, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm missing something. It's like, is he hurt? I know he's not now old, like you said, he's only 30, so it's like, I don't
29,
know.
29.
29, excuse me, 29. My bad. Yeah. So I'm like, I think it's something mental. Like what? It's not there anymore. Cause when he was with Toronto, he was locking niggas down. It's like you couldn't get past him. Like he was like a Great Wall of China. You was not getting past that dude. So,
Yep.
I don't know.
He was a perfect definition of a defensive player, bro. And when he was in Toronto.
Yeah, I think those legs gave out a little bit because he does have problems with his legs. So
I would say,
That's
did he
probably
have
the New
knee
Balances,
problem or
man.
something?
he said New Balance.
Yeah, the
Right.
people optic shoes, man.
Well, yo, did you guys ever rock Derrick Rose shoes? Those used to hurt my feet when I used to rock them. So I don't know about you guys. You
Now
never
let me
rock?
stop. I did wear some New Balances though. They're pretty good shoes, but I
Oh,
don't basketball. But
My man, kid. I love that Virginia. He got that
Yo,
Virginia sense of humor, man.
Yeah.
That's that VA in him.
I was gonna say, what part of VA you from, dog?
I'm from up north.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause I got people from up north too.
yeah. You from Philly?
No, I'm
Who,
from
Brandon?
Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm from Connecticut, but it's like because we don't have a pro team, and the closest teams we have is the Knicks and the Celtics, and I wasn't really a Knicks or Celtics fan. Then when AI came, I just became a Philly fan. So yeah.
Yep.
Word. Oh, so it's an AI thing. That's how you came a Philly fan?
Basically, but it's like if you look at our history, we always had great players. So when he got traded, I still went to root for him. And of course, we drafted Embiid and Simmons, so still a Philly fan.
No doubt.
Man, going to State, but is Steph Curry still playing? Or he injured?
Yeah, he hurt his tailbone. I heard he hurt it pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know. I know they played today. Gillian was just talking about them in the chat, so I don't know if they was playing. I don't know if Steph was playing, but
They played today?
Yeah, they played today.
I gotta look this up. Hold up, I'm gonna look it up. Golden State, Stephen Curry out. He out today.
Oh yeah, so it's that injury. Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's another thing. The media was trying to say that he could force the trade and he could go to the Lakers. Like,
man, that ain't Steph Curry ain't like that. Hey, I respect Steph Curry. He kind of got hard a little bit, man. He ain't gonna do that, man.
Yeah, but why is everybody linked to the Lakers? I always keep saying that. Every time I look, a free agent or some guy, he wants to play for the Lakers. How many guys want to play for the Lakers? You don't have enough to sign all these guys.
Nah, I don't go to nah.
Like literally everybody's linked to the Lakers.
Because they know what's gonna happen if AD don't come back. They're getting scared. You see Shannon Sharp? He Get your ass out of here.
Oh, hold on now.
Curse your dog ass, nigga. Curse your dog ass.
Skip. Yo, you seen Jamie Foxx's impression of him? It's so funny when he does skip Shannon Sharp, Jamie Foxx. Oh my god, it's so funny.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
They're scared, man. They know what's gonna happen if he don't come back.
Right.
Shoot, but he'll come back. He will come back. I know that for a fact. If he come back, he gonna come back 100% healthy. I promise you. Or 90, at least 95% healthy.
Word.
They gonna make it a slow process, like 5 minutes, 15, and then they're gonna go off. And they could win, but they gotta get a center. Like I said, they gotta get Drummond, bro. They have to get Drummond if they want to go to the finals. I'm not gonna say they might win it, but they have to get Drummond to go to the finals, bro.
Well, you don't think the Lakers could go to the finals without Andre Drummond?
I mean, they could. Let me see the teams they're gonna play. They might mess around, play. They might mess around and play. Yeah, they could. Yeah, yes. But I feel like they got a better success of going there and probably also winning it too.
That's what's up. At least I just want to get a Clippers and Lakers showdown, man. And I want to see LeBron. I want to see LeBron and Kawhi at least go at it for a good amount of time, so we could shut the talk up and see what's going on. Because rarely in today's NBA you really get to see what you want. Like I always wanted to see a LeBron versus Kobe final showdown. Never got it.
Yes, never got it.
So hopefully we can. This would be the closest thing to it, even though it's not the finals, but at least we get to see it.
Yeah, hey, Prince, you want to talk about duels we never saw, finals matchups?
Yeah,
my dream matchup.
I wanted to see Michael Jordan against Hakeem Olajuwon. Oh,
I was going to bring that. I was going to bring it out.
That'd be nice.
Right in my mouth. I want to see
that'd have been a nice.
I want to see that one. I still do believe the Bulls would have won.
I think the Bulls. Here's the thing. I think the Bulls would have won 94, but 95, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, because that team was deeper. 95. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. 95.
You talking about when they had Kenny and Clyde Drexler?
Yeah,
Drexler, Mario Elie.
That's not
all of them. Yeah.
And that ugly ass motherfucker Cam said, "Ooh."
Sam Cassell.
Yeah, the frog ass nigga. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, I think so. Cause the thing with Hakeem, right, and the Rockets, they were the first team. Honestly, this is my opinion that we
Yeah.
seen that in the NBA now. Like you got a big man and you give them all shooters.
Yeah.
Good player and you give them all
That's true.
shooters.
Yep. See, Gillian in the message, he said Bulls lost Horace Grant in '95. That's one of the reasons
That's
too.
right. That's
I
true.
thought it was depleted. The Bulls was a little depleted in '95. You know.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody was gonna stop Hakeem though. But I'm not.
Yeah.
No.
Hakeem and Jordan would have got their numbers. I think it would have came down to everybody else.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think. Oh yeah, Rockets. I gotta give it to they'll get their buckets probably. But
Yeah.
what's it called? Oh, I forgot his name. The coach for the Bulls. I can't believe I forgot his name.
Phil Jackson.
Yeah,
Phil
Phil
Jackson, yeah.
Jackson. He doesn't double team though. But you know what? But he might against Hakeem when he gets to the
I was
finals.
gonna say against the King, yeah, he would have changed his mind.
Yeah. He changed his mind quick too. He'll put a Scottie Pippen.
But also give credit to Houston's coach, Rudy T. I think he's such an underrated coach because he knew how to make adjustments in the fourth quarter. So that would have been key too. Rudy T. Making adjustments as a coach. That would have been a good series.
That's a fact too.
Tay Davis said he would like to see Kobe versus Jordan in '98 for the finals. I mean, that was a young Kobe. I don't. I wouldn't say, I mean, it'd be a little unfair to Kobe because he wasn't in his prime really. So.
Plus, the Bulls would have probably watched him anyway. The Lakers, they had Shaq, but it wasn't peak Shaq yet. So I don't know if the Lakers would have put up a good fight.
Hell yeah.
What's another matchup you think would have been good, Brandon?
As far as like player to player, I would have loved to see a what is it? I wanted to see a Isaiah Thomas versus John Stockton finals matchup.
Oh my God!
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
That'd have been nice.
Yeah. Two great point guards.
That would have been good. Man. The thing with the Detroit Pistons, they were highly awareness on defense because they didn't like no star player like that, like Karl Malone.
Yeah, but that bad boy Pistons team was something else. They had Adrian Dantley. They were loaded. They had Joe Dumars. You had the enforcer Bill Lambert. Bill Lambert would fight anybody.
They ain't gonna do the Karl Malone. You see what he did to Isaiah Thomas? Huh?
Yeah. Bro, Isaiah Thomas broke his hand punching Bill Lambert. That's how grimy those Detroit Pistons team was. They was fighting each other.
Oh man.
Ayo Prince. My dad and Rick Mahorn was classmates.
Oh, word. Rick Mahorn was gangster, man.
He from Hartford. What? And my dad told me one summer. My dad told me because he went to his high school reunion.
Yeah.
So then he was like, Rick Mahorn was supposed to come. So I'm like, oh, why didn't he come? But for whatever reason he didn't. So then he told me a story how Rick was like not tall, like coming up.
Yeah.
They said his sophomore year he came at that summer. They said he was a giant. Like he just shot up and he started playing ball. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's crazy, man. But yeah, man, that team was something else, man.
I'll give you that. What's another matchup you got? I don't remember on the top of my head. God damn. You see, hold up.
I'm trying to think of a good one.
Let's see. Well, we got to see Shaq versus Hakeem. I mean, even though it wasn't a prime.
Yeah.
But I know Shaq would have loved to get the get back on that because Shaq was, he always to this day don't like bringing that finals up. He said he touched Hakeem a little too soft.
Yeah, Shaq was a little bit too young though, man. Let's give it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and he was like in awe. He was just like, "Oh, I'm playing against Hakeem." It'd been different if he was just push that to the side and just say, "Hey, let me go at him." I think it'd have been.
Because Shaq Shaq was in his prime when he was playing with the Lakers, right? When he was,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, man, I still think Hakeem would have put a couple buckets on him though. I don't care what no man says.
But man, Hakeem would. He'd do that on anybody, especially in the
Yeah,
post.
yeah. But what
Right.
would Shaq, man? He'll most definitely get his buckets because Hakeem. I'm not saying he was weak or anything. He won't. Don't get that messed up. But no. I mean, he couldn't stop Shaq when he was with the Lakers, man. No center dominant. He did the same shit to Tim, David. You name it, bro. You know,
Murdered all of them. Yep.
that would be a good matchup
See,
too. With Shaq.
Who y'all think would have won if Jordan didn't retire in '98 and they played the San Antonio Spurs?
I still say Chicago.
You think
In
Chicago would have
7
won?
games? Yeah, in 7 games, it still would have been close because David Robinson was still pretty. He wasn't at his peak, but he was still, he was still pretty productive, and Timmy was still pretty good too. And you got Avery Johnson, Sean Elliott, so you still had a deep squad. So yeah, it would have been a good series, but.
Yeah, I think Bulls would have won that. I think that would have been the Bulls' last championship, though. I think they'd have been done after.
Oh yeah, they would have been done. Yeah, because Rodman was getting. I think Rodman was close to. He was in his late 30s at that time, so I think he would have been done.
Yeah, I mean, them dudes was banged up in '98. You know, Jordan did a lot.
Right. Yeah,
he did a lot of lifting in '98 because them dudes was banged up a lot.
Yeah.
He was the X factor against the Jazz because the Jazz technically had a better team.
I got one.
Yep.
What's up?
Probably. Hold on. Wait. 2007 Detroit Pistons versus San Antonio Spurs. Even though they already played against each other, but I think
that would have probably been a better matchup.
Cause let me tell you something, man. The thing in the early 2000s, with the Detroit Pistons and Spurs, when they played each other in the finals, it was an awareness game, bro. You was watching it back and forth, bro. A player couldn't make not one mistake, bro. It was all highly IQ in that game, man. Feel what I'm saying?
Word.
And I don't even think it was a highly scored game either, wasn't it?
No.
So
Yeah.
So I think that would be a good one too, you know.
Word. Yeah, here's a key mystery question. Do you think if Kawhi didn't get hurt, they would have beaten the Golden State Warriors? Could that have been like the biggest upset for a super team?
What game he got hurt in? Game 3?
No, I think what game did he get? I think he got hurt in the very first game. Because remember Zaza Pachulia, he put his foot down, Kawhi stepped on his foot. That was it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
I think
okay.
But the Spurs was whooping the Warriors' ass, not just in the regular season, but even in the playoffs, that very first game. Then all of a sudden, Kawhi went down, and that was a wrap.
Was it Golden State home field? Was it in Golden State home field?
I think it was. I remember that. Yeah, because he did it right in the arena, and I remember that. Yeah.
Shit!
Wasn't Golden State.
I don't remember 100% how the game was played. I guess you could probably say so.
Word.
I guess you could probably say. I guess you could say the Spurs would have won.
Do y'all see any team beating that Warriors team with Durant, or it was just nobody was going to beat them anyway?
Nah, that Warriors team was going to beat. They were going to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers, bro. I don't care what no man says. With Kyrie and LeBron, they were going to smack them.
Right.
They were. Kevin Durant made that team into the Avengers. I'm sorry, like you couldn't do nothing about it. Like if Steph got hot,
he turned it into the Justice
Steph got hot. Pretty much, yeah. If Steph got hot, then Kevin Durant ain't do nothing. He got cold, give it to Durant. If Durant got cold, give it to Steph or Clay. Like you wasn't gonna do nothing.
Word. Yep. What's up, G Money?
What's going on? How you guys doing?
Hey, we chilling.
Yeah, I don't think the Warriors. In my opinion, if the Rockets were healthy in 2018, I think they would have beat the Warriors because I felt that versatile defenders that they could throw at KD and Steph. And also, Chris Paul was a huge factor, not only offensively, but defensively.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I forget about that too, man. I think, yeah, he would have won.
The Rockets had the team that was going to beat the Warriors, but They missed so many threes, they didn't execute, and also there's some defensive lapses, and that's why they lost. So yeah, but I want to ask you a question. What was one of your favorite playoff series of the 2010s decade?
2010s decade.
The whole decade. One of your favorite playoff series.
What?
Ooh, that takes some time. You know what? I'm gonna go with the 2016 finals, man, because I didn't thought that was gonna happen, and I had money on that series. I thought the Cavs was gonna win, and when it was down 3-1, I said, "Damn, I'm about to lose money." Then all of a sudden, they made that comeback. I said, "Man, I was happy as a mug because I got my money." So I'm I'm going with that series, and it was fun to watch, man. To see Kyrie and LeBron go off like that. It's still one of the most entertaining finals I could watch. I'm going.
Hell yeah. Yep.
How about you guys? What is one of your favorite playoff series of the decade?
Go ahead, kid. I'll be right back.
Shit, I don't know.
It doesn't have to be number one, just any playoff series.
Oh, one of my favorites. I guess you could say when LeBron was with the Heat and he came back and smacked the shit out of the fucking Boston Celtics.
Oh, when he was down 3-2, yeah.
You're talking about the angry face game.
Yep.
I remember that. You know, man, if LeBron played like that all the time, man, I would love to see him play like that.
He'd probably be the GOAT if he played like that all the time.
Hell yeah. That's what I want to see from him 90% of the time.
That was my favorite LeBron James, bro, when he was in the Heat, bro. I don't care, man. I do care. This nigga was an animal out there.
He was a beast. His jumper was flowing. His defense was on point. Great passing. He's always been a good passer, but he showed the whole repertoire in Miami. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What about you, Gillian?
Whew, that'll be tough. What about any playoff series? I will probably say Thunder. Let me think of something. Thunder Warriors 2016 when the Warriors were down 3-1. That was one of the most interesting series ever. Because people forget Golden State going into that series did not lose back-to-back games the whole year, and then OKC destroyed them in games 3 and 4, and then the Warriors won Game 5. In Game 6, the Thunder were up 13 in that game. They were up 8 in the fourth quarter, and the Warriors came back and won by 7. We all know when Steph and Clay got red hot in that game, especially Klay Thompson. Yep. And then in Game 7, the Thunder were up 13 again, and the Warriors came back and won that game. That was one of the best series ever, because it's like remember OKC beat San Antonio, who went 40-1 at home that year. People forget about that. So if OKC would have been the 73-9 Warriors and they would have beat the Cavs, you can very well argue that would have been the best run for a team ever. You can argue that.
Agreed, bro.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yo, Tay Davis in the comment section said the 2001 Lakers would destroy the 2018 Warriors.
I don't see destroy. I think they'll beat them, but not destroy. At least 6 or 7.
He said the 2001 Lakers will destroy the Warriors.
Yeah, Shaq and Kobe.
That team will beat
Warriors.
Yeah,
2017 Warriors.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, nah. Yeah, they would have killed him. That's my opinion. Who was that?
Who's gonna stop Shaq? Who's gonna stop Kobe?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that one of the greatest duos in NBA history for you guys? Because when I think,
let me think. Yep.
Because you can't, when you think of duos, there's always like an alpha and a number 2, right?
There's MJ and Pippen, Kareem and Magic. There's also,
but when you do
Bird and McHale,
it becomes like a 1A, 1B thing for a lot of people. So,
yeah, man, that was one of the best. Look, the Lakers were not a super team, but they played like one. There was a difference. They were not a super team, but they were dangerous. They had great ball movement. Their defense struggled in the regular season, but in the playoffs, they clamped up in the playoffs defensively. And Kobe, Derek Fisher, Robert Horry, clutch.
Derek Fisher was a perfect puzzle for the Lakers, man.
And Robert Horry, too.
Yeah.
True.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna give my pick for my favorite series. My favorite series in the 2010s playoffs, I would have to say that the 2013 NBA Finals with the
Spurs Heat. That was a good series. And San Antonio, it's simple. If the Spurs make free throws or grab a rebound, or Ray Allen misses that shot, the Spurs would have won the title that year.
Yep. And G, that's my point. It's a good thing you led to my point.
Mhm.
When LeBron shot that three and he bricked it, all the Spurs had to do was get the rebound, hold on to the ball. Nope, it got tapped out to Ray Allen. Game over. I'm like, yes, that was so exciting. That's why it was my favorite.
But don't
Yeah,
forget,
that was a good day of basketball, man.
But don't forget, Kawhi missed a free throw before that. If Kawhi would have made that free
He did.
throw, it wouldn't. The game's
No,
over.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Yep, game would have been over. That's like you just said. That was the X factor. Them not making their free throws.
Free throws, and Ginobili missed a free throw that people forget, and also the fact that you know, that game was so weird. I remember that game. The Spurs were up 13 in that game. I remember that. Then the Heat came back furiously came back. They were down 5. The Spurs then they came back, got a lead late, up by 5, but they just couldn't close out because, like I said, missed free throws, rebounding, and Ray Allen clutch 3. If Ray Allen misses that shot, the Spurs are going to win the series. So, and don't forget and people forget Game 7. Remember Tim Duncan missed that hook shot over Shane Battier?
Yeah. I remember that.
And remember, the Spurs were down by 2. If Duncan makes that shot, it's a tie game. Who knows how different that game would have been?
Yep.
It was a fun series. It was a fun series. What do you think, Prince? What do you think about the Miami San Antonio 2013 NBA Finals?
One of the best finals we probably ever had. It's like not one of the best finals we ever had, but the best finals that was like that stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah,
that
was a good one. You know, who Facts would love that even more. He's a big time Spurs guy. And I wonder where he had.
No, 2013. The Spurs lost that year.
2013. Yeah, they lost that year. They won it in 2013.
Oh, 2013. You're talking about with the Heat. With the Heat and
Spurs in 2013.
That definitely was fun, man. That Ray Allen shot, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was a shot of the ages, man. But you know what? Even if LeBron scored, people say he scored 13 or whatever. If he did that and Ray Allen don't hit that shot, they still lose. Even though he had.
I'll be fair. That game was weird. LeBron started off 3 for 12. He was horrible the first 3 quarters, and then to start the fourth quarter, I think he was 5 for 5 or something like that to begin the fourth quarter. Then he went 1 for 4 down the stretch of the game. He did hit that big 3, which I'll give him that, but he kind of an inconsistent game. He started off horrible. He was aggressive to start the fourth. Then he disappeared a little bit. He did make some good defensive plays, which I'll give him that. He had a triple doubles, which I'll give LeBron that. He did play well down the stretch, when it comes to his defense. And then, like I said, the Chris Bosh rebound, the Ray Allen 3, and then we all know the rest of the story. So I'll be fair. What killed and Manu Ginobili. Look, Manu Ginobili is a Hall of Famer. He is. He was horrible in that series.
Yeah, that's true. Word.
Yeah, man. But another series that no one talks about. What about the Blazers and Nuggets in 2019? How about that? Remember that series?
Word. Well, I got a little before y'all continue back on your topic. Luka is 8 for 13 now. He 22 points in the first half. So he cooking on the Portland Trailblazers right now. Yo, what you thought about that 42, Gillian, that he dropped on the Clippers?
He showed the whole repertoire. Post ups, fadeaways. Luka Doncic was Luka-diculous.
Got his spots, got his shots, bro. Got whatever he wanted.
Got whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. He feasted on Kawhi, PG. He feasted on the whole team. I'm saying this now. If the Clippers want to win a championship, 1, they got to get healthy. 2, they need a playmaker. And 3, Kawhi and PG have to show leadership. Okay? And also, Ty Lue has to make adjustments. That's the only way this team could go far. Because currently constructed, I mean, if they get the wrong matchup, they may lose in the first round. But I think they have enough to get out the first round. I think they can win the first round. In the second round, you're probably going to be playing a team like Phoenix or Utah, or worst case scenario, the LA Lakers in the second round. So if you're the Clippers, you gotta fix your weaknesses, and also they gotta get healthy, and also Kawhi and Paul George need to show leadership, and they got to be accountable. No excuses.
Got to be a vocal leader. I don't think neither one are vocal leaders. Kawhi is quiet.
Kawhi is kind of quiet sometimes. And Paul George, I love Paul George, he's had a phenomenal year, but he has to be more consistent in the playoffs. So yeah.
Yeah, the thing with Kawhi, I do think he is a leader because he shows being a leader example, like having a good example of being a leader, But they probably do. Yeah, you're right. They probably do need a leader, but who would that be though? I think it probably has to be Kawhi, but he just don't talk.
He doesn't talk. He's just there. He's a good guy. Kawhi's a good guy. I'm just saying that he just doesn't talk much. That's what I can say.
He needs some. Huh?
Yeah.
They need someone that can scream or something, man. Because
he need to show some emotion.
I ain't seen not one person with aggression in that team. Now, you know what? I see more aggression, more angerness in the Golden State Warriors than I do in the Clippers.
Right.
That's crazy.
You see Stephen Curry screaming, talking about getting on his team, get better. I don't see that in the Clippers.
Word.
I don't see no one. I don't see communication on the. That's crazy to me, man.
I remember one time Steph Curry got heated when the Clippers destroyed the Warriors because it's like he didn't like the effort at the time. So yeah.
What's the coach name for the Clippers?
Ty Lue.
Ty Lue. He's a cool coach, man.
He's an all right coach. All right. He's not great. Like he's that, average.
Dude.
People say he just was a LeBron puppet. But I mean, I don't know.
What it's kind of looking like now.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, but one series,
you think he a good coach?
Who?
Tyronn Lue.
He's all right.
He's okay.
I gotta see what he do without the talent, though. We'll see. I want to see. Yeah. I mean, to be a good coach, I mean, to win, you do have to have talent, but
you have to have a system.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That triangle bullshit ain't gonna work. You got no point guard, dumbass. No playmaker. Kawhi ain't no playmaker. Paul George ain't no playmaker. Paul George.
Neither
he
is
really
Paul
thought
George.
That triangle shit was gonna work.
Well, before we get back to the Clippers, another series that I enjoyed was also the Blazers and Nuggets in 2019. That was a fun series. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
That was a fun series. Quadruple overtime in Game 3.
Yeah.
Also, CJ McCollum went off in Game 3 and Game 7.
Word. I hate to bring up bad memories for Brandon, but one series for 2019 that I like was that Raptors and 76ers. You know what happened? You know what happened.
Yo, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up right now. I'm going to the toilet right now. Oh my god.
Well, there's many reasons why you lost Game 7. They had 3 straight shot clock violations that no one talks about, which is crazy. Also, Kawhi, he didn't shoot the greatest, but Kawhi went off in the fourth quarter. You know, Kyle Lowry was aggressive. It was a defensive game, but what killed you is that you couldn't rebound the ball. All right, that was the problem. You couldn't rebound the ball. And also the fact that Joel Embiid didn't play well, Ben Simmons didn't play well, Jimmy Butler gave it his all, Tobias Harris was up and down. JJ Redick hit some big shots, but if you just limit your turnovers and rebound the ball better, you might have won that game, and who knows, you might have beat Milwaukee. And if things go your way, you would have played Golden State. Would you have won without KD? It's possible, but we would
They would. They would.
Gee, we would have beaten.
No, I believe so. They would. Without KD, they would have won easily. I won't know. Yeah, not easily, but they would have won.
Okay. Yeah, it's possible. But one shot and a few mistakes cost you a potential championship.
Word.
And don't forget, what they do this year. I don't believe in Philly. They might get to the conference final, but that's it. I don't think they'll win the championship. I had to see Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid step up in the playoffs and Tobias Harris. I had to see it to believe it.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, we were talking about. Me and Kit was talking about that earlier before you came. It's like they don't have bad chemistry, but Joel and Ben, they're not. Sometimes they don't have that cohesiveness that we
exactly.
need.
It don't make sense. As basketball 1-on-1, bro. You're a big man. Your second man needs to know how to shoot.
Word. You know what I think you're missing in Philly? You're missing a go-to scorer.
Exactly.
Thank you. That's what
ain't that Tobias Harris though?
Yeah, but Harris comes and goes in the playoffs, man.
He comes and goes. Yeah. Jimmy Butler was more consistent. That's why we missed Jimmy in Philly.
Yeah.
He was on point every series. He was his on point clicking.
Yeah. Jimmy Butler actually upgraded every time he goes to another team. He always makes them better.
Exactly. Look at Minnesota. Look at the Timberwolves, for example. The Wolves were a joke. They got Jimmy Butler. Then people forget they were the number 3 seed. Butler gets hurt against the Rockets. They fall off a cliff and they have to be in the play-in game against the Nuggets to barely make the playoffs as an 8 seed. Then he gets straight to the Sixers. They get to the second round. They were arguably a Kawhi brick away from potentially winning a championship. Then he gets traded to the Miami Heat. People forget the Miami Heat missed the playoffs the last year with Dwayne Wade. Then you get Jimmy Butler. They revamped their roster a little bit, and they get all the way to the NBA Finals as a 5 seed, and almost won it all.
Yeah, and they won 2 games.
2 games and almost won, and they almost won 3.
Yeah.
Without Dragic and Bam, for the most part.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the Wolves, man, they trash, man. I think they're
not good.
They're the only team with single-digit wins, right?
They have 10 wins now. They have 10.
Oh, they got 10 wins now.
Yeah, they beef.
Wow.
They just beat
I'm a
Phoenix.
Wizards fan.
Here's what's crazy. The Wolves just beat the Suns, which is crazy.
They gotta do something with Carl, man.
Yeah.
You got to get Karl Anthony Towns out of there, man.
And I heard D'Angelo Russell might get traded. That's what I heard.
Dude, they only play they didn't even play 10 games because of injury, bro.
Yeah, according to Kendrick Perkins, trade everybody except for Anthony Edwards. Just build around him.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards, he's just a pure scorer, but I like Anthony Edwards. I ain't gonna lie. I like him. But
Anthony Edwards is on his jumper. He started slow, but his jumper's been on target, and he's very athletic, man. He can fly.
Yes. He will.
Yes, yep, that's true. Yep.
Bro, he will do it, man. He will put the dirt in. Probably not. He's not that great on defense, really. He
needs to work on that, but he's fine. I think he's a rookie. I think he'll get better at it.
He gonna work on it, bro. I'm telling you, but he gonna work on it. But the thing with the Timberwolves is, I do think they need to trade Karl Anthony Towns, bro.
If I were Karl Anthony Towns, you want to be out of this team by Thursday. Because Thursday's trade deadline. I will tell the manager, Glenn Taylor, the owner, hey, get me out of here. Get me out of Minnesota. If I were Karl Anthony Towns, a team like either Boston or New York or even heck Charlotte, teams who are fighting for a playoff spot, he would fit in. What do you think?
I think so too. Yeah, I mean, it's hell. Bring him to my Knicks.
Main man, bro.
Exactly. But here's it. I would love him to come to New York, man, because we're on the verge of potentially making the playoffs, and we got Karl Anthony Towns, and we don't trade too much. I think he will help our center position. The problem is that he's not a great defender.
True that.
No, I was gonna bring that up.
Playoffs either.
101.
No, Cat's been to the playoffs.
But he's not what he do.
He was. I love Cat. He was terrible in that playoff run.
Okay, yeah, my point. That's what I'm trying to say. He need to get, he can get better probably, but I don't think he's the main man or the first man that you say, yeah, I need this guy to step up to be our first player in the playoffs. And I don't see that from Karl Anthony Towns. Honestly,
that is true.
Pussycat.
That's true. Yeah,
I
he
love
plays
Cat
soft. Like
be soft.
plays soft.
I know. Yes. Look, whoa. Yeah. He played like a pussycat. Nigga. He played like a pussycat. I seen him in the Rockets. This dude with dreadlocks was, just he tried to post move on him. You're a center. You 6'11". You tell me you can't post move?
He doesn't have a consistent post move. He's more of a jump shooting big man, like a Kristaps Porzingis.
No, yeah, true that.
I like Karl Anthony Towns. He's a good guy, and I feel bad for him losing his family because of the virus, which is sad. But if I were Karl Anthony Towns, he can't stay in Minnesota long term. His team's not going anywhere. Think about this: you got nice talent, Rubio, Edwards, Russell, Beasley, and this team's 10-31. Come on.
Damn, 10-31. Yeah, because the last time I saw them, there was 9-31. That's why I said they still single digits, but they finally got one.
They just beat Phoenix, which is absolutely unbelievable. So which is crazy. Who has been your surprise? I know it's early, but who has been your surprise and disappointing team so teams so far.
Disappointing?
No,
Wizards.
disappointing.
Yeah, actually, yeah, man. Because you guys should have been in the playoff picture.
My point. And Charlotte my surprising. Charlotte's my surprising.
Yeah.
True, bro. To me,
LaMelo, yeah.
Give him his probably make a video about this. Give him his props, man.
Yeah, man. But don't sleep on the Spurs. The San Antonio's been a surprise team themselves.
Right.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. The Utah. I knew they were going to play up, but ain't no way in hell I knew they were going to be the first seed.
That's true, man. And I know they cooled off a little bit. I know they just won today against Toronto, but Utah's been virtually dominant all year. So they have a lot of depth, shooting.
Yeah,
man, they're gonna be a tough out in the playoffs, man.
Well, Phoenix, I wasn't that surprised because I knew they were going to go to the playoffs, at least top 6. But they play unbelievable. So I guess you can say it's a little tiny bit surprised. I was a little bit. I didn't know they were going to be like the 3rd seed.
Yeah.
3rd seed. Yeah. 3rd or 4th. Yeah.
I'm
one
looking at it. Hold on. Yeah, I agree with
disappointing
you.
a little bit at Dallas.
Anytime Chris Paul. Right.
You can go.
Now I was gonna say I agree with you about Phoenix playing the way they are, because anytime you get Chris Paul, he's gonna turn your team into a contender or
big time fast. So we do with OKC.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I'm a little disappointed at the Dallas Mavericks. I thought they were gonna be a better team. They got that guy from Philadelphia. I think his name is Richardson.
Josh Richardson.
Josh Richardson. Yeah.
They at first in the beginning of the season, the first half, they weren't that great on 3-point shooting. They weren't that great on defense either.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see, they're stepping up a little bit. But I honestly believe they should at least be like a 5th seed.
They should. They're only 8th seed, bro. They're only a half game up on Golden State. Think about that.
Word.
Oh, Golden State. Hey, I know that they're not a good team right now. But ain't no excuses for Steph Curry, man. He need to take that team to the playoffs, bro.
That is true. I think Steph Curry.
He ain't getting slack on me, man.
I do think Steph is the best point guard in the NBA, but you better get this team to the postseason.
Yeah, that's what an alpha would do. Plenty of superstars have done it.
Bro, he needs
superstars do it. Yeah.
Yeah. He needs to play like he played the beginning around the like mid-ish first half of the season. Just ball out, man. Do what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck passing, bro. Just ball the hell out. What did AI do, bro?
Carry an average team to the NBA.
Nowhere near the team as a little what's that dude named Curry? Chris Paul had nowhere near the team as Curry does now. Curry has a better team than both of those players in every way, shape, or form. Bro, I don't care. He needs the ball. He needs to do better as a player, as a point guard, and take this team to the fucking playoffs. Cause ain't no excuses. He ain't gonna get no ride off me, man.
Mm-hmm.
Word. I agree.
We'll see, but Draymond ain't getting no pass on me either, man. I'm gonna keep talking about his ass.
Hey, yeah, keep frying his ass, man. Keep getting him.
Nigga want to talk all that shit? We'll go, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Oh, I'm better than Charles Barkley. Get out of here. What?
Hey.
But to be fair with Steph Curry is a good leader, because to be fair, in 2015, I know he had Clay and Draymond. I get that, but he did show he can win without a super team. So we got to give him that.
All right. Blue Bow in the chat, he say Curry deserves more respect. I guess he thinking that we.
I'm not disrespecting him though.
No, I'm not disrespecting him. No, I just say he's the best point guard in the NBA.
He's a great player. Hold on. Yeah. He's a great point guard. I give him my respect.
I just said he's the best point guard in the NBA today. That's what I just said.
Oh, okay. So there you go, Blue. You just said that he got.
Oh, let me see the comments. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Blue. Oh, Blue. Okay, Blue.
Yeah,
Curry.
that's my man, Blue.
Okay. Yeah. Bro, but look, check this out, man. With Draymond, right? The thing is, man, check it out. He lost weight. He lost some weight. But he ain't lose no weight in his arm. He lost some. He got skinny arms, but a gut. It was the type of dude you never pick up in the court. Those are the trashiest niggas you ever see in the court, man. They got a gut but skinny arms. That nigga got a gut but skinny arms, man.
I love it, man. I love it.
Get this bum ass nigga out
Hey,
of here,
kid
man.
got the sense of humor, man. I love it, man.
That
Yo,
nigga.
he got to work on his core or something, man. He got to work on his core exercises.
Word.
Who? Draymond.
Talk about Draymond. Yeah.
Yeah. That ugly. He
Oh,
garbage water. You know the garbage, the liquid you be seeing from the bottom of the trash? That's him right there, man. I'll tell you right now.
Word.
That's
yo,
him.
I'm done. Yeah. I'm done.
That's him right there, man. He need to step up. I want to hear all that shit too, man. Everybody was talking. If he played in a different team, he would go average 18, 11, and 12. Coon ass.
Hell
We
no.
gonna get up their ass, man. I can't.
Word, man.
I can't wait.
I mean, he gets steals. I'll give Draymond this or whatever defense he has. He couldn't get some steals for you, so he's not in that respect. He's not 100% trash. It's just that when he overvalues himself as an overall player, then that's when it's like, yo, you talking crazy, bro. Chill
The
out.
media be overhyping him too, man. He
Right.
should not have been an all-star, man.
Hell, man, he's 11 points. My man, he's 11 points a game. They put this fool in the All-Star game. He got 11 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got role player numbers. I never seen. That's role player numbers.
For real. Yo, Prince. Yeah, it is. Imagine what a Charles Oakley will do to this guy, man.
Word, man.
Charles Barkley
Oh
give him 50 points in a bad day, bro.
Charles Barkley, anybody.
Do averaging 8. Oh, let me look at his numbers. I'm gonna come right. Hold on. Got the computer right here. Google anything in this bitch, man.
Oh, what's up, AK? Yeah, did you hit me up on email?
Do real quick.
Somebody emailed me. I don't know if it was you, AK, or probably Michael.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm
sorry. Averaging. Y'all hear me?
What's up? Yeah, we
do averaging 6 points, 8 assists. No. 8 assists and 6 rebounds.
Triple single, baby.
Man, you can call me up right now. I get 2 fouls.
Triple
still on a block, man. They paying to do how much they paying to do, man? $100 million man. I swear to God, bro.
That's nuts, man.
You give me 12,000. I know niggas right now, bro.
Right.
There's 6 foot something, bro. I'm like, dude, why ain't playing no sports? I swear to God, man. If I see a little kid, he around 6 foot something, bro, I'm gonna show him a picture of Draymond Green. I tell him this nigga got 100 mil. You better get your ass in that court right now, nigga.
Word.
I'm gonna smack shit at his mom and his dad too. They don't get him in there, man.
Word. But yo, man, it's about that time, man. I do my little 2-hour live. We're gonna be back on some other time. Shout out to Gillian. Shout out to Kid Trunk. Shout out to Brandon, repping Connecticut. Shout out to Blue Bolt. Shout out to everybody in the live stream. We're gonna hit y'all up on the next one. Hey, yo, Kid, did you make that Nas video yet or what?
Nas, what you talking about, Nas? What?
Did you say you was gonna make a video about Nas?
No, I mess with Nas. I like Nas. I was gonna make a video about the Grammys.
Okay.
Tomorrow. It'll be quick, and I'm gonna make my other video about something else too. It's gonna be pretty good. I talk about and other things too.
Word, man. I'm gonna tune into that.
You check my Meghan Markle video?
Nah, I didn't check that one out, but I'm gonna check it out. No, man, I went to your channel already. I seen your videos. You know.
Oh yeah.
Word, man. But yo, we out, man. Yo,
all right, bro. Peace, man. God bless.
No doubt. Salute, King. Salute to you, Brandon. Salute to you too, man. Everybody, we out. Peace.